And here in the 5th chapter of John, I always go here when people are wondering about the resurrection, because from verses 24 to 27, we've got a resurrection before there's a second resurrection in verse 28 and 29. The first resurrection, and that may sound familiar to you, because Revelation chapter 20 says that he that has part in the first resurrection shall not taste of the second death. And I propose to you that the first resurrection is mentioned right here from verses 24 to 27. And the second resurrection is from the grave, which is in verses 28 to 29. In fact, you can see in verse 28, all that are in the graves shall hear his voice, and they're going to come forth. Now, it doesn't mention the graves when it talks from verses 24 to 27. Verily I say unto you, he that heareth my words and believeth on him that sent me hath everlasting life, and shall not come into condemnation. By the way, just like the first resurrection in Revelation 20, if you are in the first resurrection, you won't taste of the second death. The exact same pattern is right here, telling us from Jesus' own mouth what that first resurrection is. If you believe, hear his word, you have everlasting life and shall not come into condemnation. Just like saying you won't go to the second death, which is the lake of fire. But this is a resurrection. You actually passed from death to life. And that is resurrection. When you pass from death to life, that's like Ephesians chapter 2, verse 1. You who were dead in trespasses and sins, hath he quickened. He's quickened you. He's resurrected you. He's made you alive. Ephesians 2 and 1 is saying the same thing right here as John 5 and 24 is saying. When you believe on Jesus, you get saved. When he forgives you of your sins, when he forgives you of your iniquities, he's taking you out of being dead in trespasses and sins and making you alive.